Hey guys, Coach Hunter here from Mackenzie. Today we're going to be talking about a concept that is universal to all grappling. If grappling is involved, street self-defense, or MMA. Okay. However, I think it's super important for MMA, hence the gloves, and why we're talking about it in that context. Excuse me. So, anytime strikes are involved, staying on bottom is a very risky proposition. When I mean bottom, I mean underneath somebody. Okay, you could be playing a guard. You could be just because you got taken down and you're in side mount or wherever. We'll be doing side mount today. It's a terrible place to be if someone can hit you because they have to do so much less. In a jiu-jitsu match, if I'm on bottom, I may lose on points, but I can generally, not always, but often, if I understand the mechanics, stay safe and not get submitted. Okay, and that can be a goal in itself. However, in MMA, you can lose from the bottom. You're definitely losing from the bottom if you're not attacking, and they don't have to do much other than stay there and hit you. Okay, it's very simple. So we need to be able to come up from the bottom, and you can find many examples of this in fighting. And there are very few people in high-level MMA, at least, who are able to submit from the bottom effectively. Okay, it's very difficult to do. So let's get into it. So Mackenzie's gonna be in side mount.
Who's an example of somebody?
Who can actually go back?
Ferguson?
Yeah, Tony Ferguson does a good job of working from guard in MMA. So does Damian Maia. Obviously, he's probably the primary example. But Anderson Silva is one there as well. It's just very difficult because people at this point are very well educated in grappling and MMA, and it's just a natural advantage to the top person. So guys, I'm in the bottom of side mount. I have my frames, okay, which is good. If I don't have frames, it gets harder. Okay, we'll talk about that as a separate video. But I'm doing well, and a very common approach, we'll get into this more next week, okay, in detail, is that a very common approach is to escape, like side mount, is to come through to my guard of some kind, right? Really, really common, and that's great. However, I'm still on bottom, okay? So what I'm going to do here is kind of work an approach that is going to start the same way. So I'm going to bridge into my opponent's hips. I'm shooting my hips back. I'm getting my knee in. Okay, so this knee in position is good. Okay, I'm creating space between our hips and mine. However, instead of going to a guard, which in fighting isn't as good, I'm going to dig my other arm, my arm that's farther away from her, under her armpit, my underhook. Okay, and I'm simply going to do this as my knee vacates on its own. Okay, she'd probably be trying to push this knee out of the way, right, and get back inside my hip space. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, so as she pushes, that's fine. I'm going to follow my knee with my hand. You notice I came closer to her. I'll show you from another angle as well. Okay, as I do that, I'm going to switch my hips, coming through, coming up. Okay, our arms are low. Really important. My hand is low to her hip and not way up on her shoulder. It's very common people want to do this. Yeah, she can attack my arm here. Okay, I don't want to do that, so I have my arm low. Okay, if she's smart, she's going to wrap my arm with her arm. And we're going to call it dogfight position, which is a 50-50 position or a neutral position. Lots of things to do on either side. Okay, for now, let's get here. It's so much better to be here in this neutral position than on the bottom of a crappy position. Okay. So take this way. Side now. Thank you. So guys, we're here. I'm framed. Okay. I'm going to bridge and act like I'm shipping the guard. Okay. You can see right here. Lift her arm out of there. My shin is in, at least a little bit. I don't have to go full all the way through. We're just having my knee in here a little bit, okay? She may go to push this through, and there's stuff here where I can go for my kimura and everything. We'll get there. But I'm just gonna follow my knee with my hand, coming underneath. I'm kind of punching my arm through, okay, as I'm throwing a hook. As I bring myself low, coming through, coming around. If I can, I'll get this arm. Okay, you can see I grab that, but I don't need it, okay? So, right to here is my knees, in this dogfight position, okay? If I do get this arm, all I have to do is start thinking about like kind of throwing my shoulder through. I can work on reversing a position, okay? Try that one more time. Work around this angle, so this side mount.
A sec?
Yes, please. So, woman can lift herself a little bit, give me space for my knee coming in. I put it in shrimp. Okay? I follow my knee with my hand and through. I'm going to think about throwing my arm up as I'm saying, hey, or doing a big hook here. Okay? As I switch my hips, come through to my elbow, my knees. Okay? I didn't get her hand this time, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. Okay? However, it does mean I can't do the exact same takedown. If I did get her arm as I went through, I'll do kind of shoulder check and drive forward. And look to pass. Ideally in that process. And she put her arm between my legs, which is great. Me, now it's trapped. Great. Howdy. I think we'll take you back.
Snake.
I wouldn't be laughing. Because you're in a lot
I'm
of
laughing
danger.
because I'm in pain.
You're in a lot of danger.
I know I'm in a lot of danger. That's why I laughed. Oh, ow.
That is super important. I'll show a way to practice this without a partner if you don't have a partner, okay? Thank you.
How you punched her in the eye.
Oh, oops. That wasn't intentional.
No, he didn't punch me. He shouldered me in the eye.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is even
Little
worse.
shoulder punch.
I hear Conor McGregor is favorite.
Yeah,
move.
he invented it. So guys, I'm gonna bridge, shrimp, think about my knee coming in. So I always want to get to here, guys. This is an important defensive position, but I can't stop here, okay? I can't think about coming through the guard. Or I can, but it's gonna be, gotta have a slick guard, guys. If you're gonna attack someone, they can just hit you. So here, knee to elbow, I'm gonna follow this knee with my hand. Okay, I'm gonna switch my hips, come to my belly. And it's okay if you're flat on your belly for a second, guys. It's really easy to pull your knees up and come to your knees, okay? If you're doing this on carpet at home, make sure you have pants on or else you're gonna get some carpet burn. Okay? Bridge, knee, shrimp to knee to elbow. So your knee elbow escape or shrimping escape. Follow my knee coming through to here, okay? To my knees. And everything else after that is up to you, okay? So guys, try it out, drill it, watch for it in fights, guys. You'll see a lot of it. Good wrestlers, they'll come up. And we're gonna show the single leg also, okay? From there, because sometimes, what's our time?
We're at 7.
7 minutes. So we're gonna show the single leg from there. You see guys coming up, wrestling up out of these positions very effectively all the time. So watch out for that in fights, guys, and you'll see it constantly. At least you should. All right, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the mats.